Hello and welcome back to Working with Spirit. My name is Sarah. I am the founder of Crystal Nutrition, and this is a weekly series that I am doing on Sundays where we spend 20 minutes together looking at the upcoming energies for the week ahead. I am a holistic nutritionist and spiritual intuitive, and I am so glad to have you with me here today. I am filming this a day early, so I'm filming this on Saturday. But this video is going to be released tomorrow, which is Sunday, July 12th. So we are taking a look at the energies from Sunday, July 12th until Saturday, July 18th. I do channel by writing, so if you see me looking down and reading, you will see that I am reading the notes that I have channeled. And let's get into it. So you're in for a special treat today. So I actually have, since this is getting released on Sunday, I'm gonna speak as if it's already Sunday. I'm running a soul circle tonight. And I channeled the soul circle. The soul circles I run monthly, and it's very similar actually to the Working with Spirit, but it's a whole hour experience, and we include a Reiki sound bath with that, and guided meditation, and a journaling portion as well. But I channeled the theme and I set the intention for the highest good of everybody coming. What is needed? What do we need to go through? So the theme for tonight's circle is stillness and aligned friendships. And then so I channeled that for tonight's circle. And then I took out a separate notebook or notepad and I asked my channel for the theme for the Working with Spirit episode, since they're both happening on the same day. And I actually got the same theme. So I'm actually going to be reading, there's a little sneak peek for you of what goes down at the circles. I have an opening channeled message that I'm going to be reading at tonight's circle, that I will be reading as part of our content today. So this is reflecting on those themes of stillness and aligned friendship. And then I'm going to be giving you at the end of this video one tangible thing and energy technique that you can do this week to help you really to ground into that energy. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to invite you to you can keep your eyes on me the whole time, you can have a soft gaze, or you can completely close your eyes. I'm going to be closing my eyes, so I'd like you to please take a nice deep breath in through your nose, gently closing your eyes if you wish. And exhale through your mouth. And breathing in again through your nose, nice and deep. And exhale through your mouth. Release. And once more, breathing in through your nose, finding your center. And exhale, release. Allow yourself to find your stillness, your center, your inner point of neutrality, connecting with your solar plexus, energy point above your belly button. If you'd like to breathe into that space to really help yourself drop in, tune in, and receive the messages of this week's energies. Channeled message. To drop into the center and stillness of your heart, regardless of what is going on around and outside of you, is a lifelong skill. It requires practice, patience, revisiting, and reformatting. Just when you learn to drop in and tune out, life can throw you a set of circumstances and energies that require you to pivot, deepen, and refine this skill on a different level. Sometimes you need to dig deep and see what you're made of to survive. And sometimes you need to fall apart first before you can do that. The journey is yours and yours alone. While we are here to learn, deepen, and evolve, Spirit reminds us that we are never truly alone. It might certainly look and feel that way at times, but the magic is always right there, between the lines, if we look for it. Tonight, we are being asked by Spirit to drop into our stillness and look for the magic. In this very room, or in this case, in this very video, everybody watching this video, There are energies of intense light that have come together at a similar frequency. Although some of you are strangers to each other, and some of you may know each other, there is a common frequency that has brought us together. So although you might not meet after this, allow the energies of this time and space to be a mirror to you that you are not alone. People who vibrate at your frequency exist. They are watching this video with you. Drop into your heart now, connect with your center, and keep that connection nice and steady as we begin to explore the rest of this video. So that is the channeled message that I'm going to be opening with tonight for the July Soul Circle happening in Ontario, Canada. And now I'm going to move on to an additional channeled message that I wrote just for this video on this theme and on this upcoming week's energy. So you can keep your eyes closed if you'd like. Reorganizing and reshifting is happening in friendships right now and in friendship dynamics. Hold the line for what you want in a friendship. Reciprocity, respect, trust, truth, fun, laughter, etc. Let what is unraveling unravel. Cherish the memories for what they are and move on if it's necessary. New strings, connections, and memories are being made. If there's a friendship you want to let go of, you can release it this week. You can say to the universe and to them and their higher self, if you feel called, this would be an energetic practice, meditation practice. Thank you for the lessons, growth, laughs, and time spent together. I no longer wish to continue this connection. I release them with love and gratitude on their journey. They are no longer a part of mine, but I appreciate the role that they have played. And then I got, which was interesting, so that was the channeled message. And then I got wipe the slate clean. So after you would do this or say this, and you can rewind the video to go back to what I said, if that's something you'd like to say out loud for yourself or to write down or something you want to elaborate or shift or change any of the words there, you're more than welcome to. This is just a bit of a basic template for you to go off of. After that, you're going to wipe the slate clean, and that's literally physically wiping a countertop or a surface, so some sort of flat surface to release it. So just wiping it down with a cloth. And then if you'd like, you can burn some sacred smudging herbs or cleansing herbs or energy sprays or whatever you'd like, if you'd like after that. But I was shown just like physically wiping a table, like wiping, the act of wiping the slate clean. And you know, in friendships are a beautiful thing. And there's also endings with any kind of relationship, connection, or friendship. And sometimes it's one-sided or sometimes it's mutual. So whatever side of the coin you find yourself on, or if it is a mutual split, just know that that's going to be coming up for people. I feel like not just specifically this week, but I feel like over the summer, I just think there's going to be a lot of things coming to light, or realizations coming to light, and just acknowledgement of friendships that have come to an end. And I feel like a lot of these are going to be long-term friendships, deep friendships that maybe we've had from earlier times in our lives, and it's just a matter of growing and evolving into different people, being in different energies or frequencies, etc. But it's important to remember, I always try to release with love and gratitude. And if I'm not in a place yet where I can do that, I don't force it, because you don't want to force something like that unless you mean it. So sometimes these things need time. But if at some point you get yourself into a place where you can release this with love and gratitude, it really does help to finalize and close close that door. Now in like the 3D world, you might still have to interact with them on some level, depending on, you know, this could be a coworker or even somebody in your family that you were really close with. But there's a big, it's specifically friendships that's being emphasized to me. So whatever this is for you though, you don't have to, you know, you're not really obligated to continue friendships with people if you don't want to. This is really what I'm getting. So I do think there's going to be a lot of endings coming up for those of you that are watching this video, and just acknowledging the good times, the memories, the lessons, the growth, and just releasing them kind of back into the universe so they can find friendships that are more in alignment for them. You can find friendships that are more in alignment for you, that kind of thing. But there is definitely a dissolving of friendships that's going to be happening coming up. As well as I just feel like just a lot of stuff coming to light, patterns coming to life, or things just getting things off of our chest that have been, maybe we've been sitting with them for a while, or we've realized, you know, hey, I don't really get anything back from this person. I don't think this is the type of friendship that I want. So then you just pull your energy back. It's really weird. It's a kind of a bit of a it's not confusing, but it's a bit of a muddied energy to read, because I feel like there's a couple of different things happening for a couple of different people that are watching this video. But just know that if there is an ending kind of on the horizon for you, to reflect on that for yourself, what that means for you, what that feels for you. If there's an acceptance piece here, maybe we need to accept that a friendship is over, or that a friendship has changed, or that it's never going to be the same as it was because either something happened or we've just grown apart and gone different ways. But just an acceptance of it being over if you're struggling with that, and then just being able to move forward and call and cultivate in relationships and friendships that are more aligned for you and your highest good. And if you struggle with making friends, or you don't have a lot of friends, this is a really good time to work on manifesting, like we talked about earlier, but manifesting the types of friendships that you want, the types of energies that you would like to see around you, that kind of thing. Okay, so let me see if I missed anything. Okay, no, I didn't. So those are the messages and the channeled messages. Now, every week with this segment, I like to give you one tangible thing that you can do for yourself to help yourself to integrate during the week. So if you're finding whether this message of aligned friendships is something that resonates with you or not, but if you're finding yourself getting pulled out of your field, I mean, who isn't these days, but getting distracted or from things around you, whether it's from this theme of the friendships or friendships ending, or it's from something else, something that you can do to realign yourself. So this is something that I channeled while I was writing this out. It's to pull on your energy cord to realign yourself and bring you back to your center. So I'll show you what that means. I was shown basically taking like your hand kind of over your throat and your heart chakra, and just kind of doing like a tugging motion, basically like a tugging motion. You could go like this if you wanted to, as if you were ringing a bell, like, you know, one of those like the big bells in the big chapels, but just a little like, and when you do that, like you're gonna breathe. Okay, sorry. So you're gonna breathe in, and then on the exhale, whoosh, that motion, right? So breathing in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, and straighten your back, straighten your spine, and just really do this motion of like, and if you want, you can go all the way down, right? Like you could go, right? And go all the way down to like your hips, pelvic area, just to like realign that spine. And what that does, so it's like the physical motion, and the breath work helps to clear that energy line for you, or that energy highway, the spine, spinal cord, where all the chakras are, the energy flow of that. But it also helps to pull you, this motion, right? It pulls you into your center. It pulls you back into balance, back into focus, so that whatever's going on around here, and like even if something happens to pull you out, because we're human and things happen, you can just come back into center. You can do that as many times as you want. I'm getting 2 to 3 times to do that, just in a row. If you feel called, if one feels fine, that's fine. But you can also visualize like a golden cord that you are just tightening or pulling onto, just to bring you back, pull you back, just like almost like another analogy I'm getting is like a violin string or like a cello string, just like tightening and coming into the middle. Just nice and straight and tight. And this is really going to help you to recenter, to whoosh, right? So the breath is going to be clearing. The physical motion of doing this is going to help with that, but it's also just the pulling of this energy cord, because there is like an energy cord here I'm being shown, that really just helps to realign you, put you back into your center, regardless of what is going on outside of you. Okay, well, you know what? I think that's it. Do that as many times as you feel needed or necessary this week. And obviously you can use this in other weeks too. You don't have to just do this for this week, but this is an energy technique that has come up that is related to the themes that we're exploring today. I really don't have anything else. It's interesting how the weeks go by, depending on what the themes are, depending on what we're exploring. Sometimes I go a little bit over time. I wish I had a bit more time. This is the first episode 6, that I've actually very much under time. I'm at like 16 minutes right now, but I'm feeling called to end it because I feel like that's pretty much all that I have. That's all that I want to say. That's all that I want to give to you for this week. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful week. And if you did watch this entire video and you find this series helpful, if you could please like, comment, share, subscribe. Engagement is extremely helpful, and feedback is great if it's something that you really are enjoying. I would love to hear about that. And if it's not, then you definitely haven't watched all the way through anyways. But yeah, I'll leave it there. I hope you have a great week, and I will catch you back here next Sunday for episode 7. Sooner or later, we're going to get into the double digits of these episodes. So thank you for coming along with me. I hope you have a wonderful day and week. All right. Ciao.